nice to see you all. My name is Bianca, wishing you all a happy Friday, and we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. Send your knees as wide as you can along your mat. Tuck your hips back, just rest your forehead down. Let out a big exhale through the mouth, just let it go. As you explore your child's pose, you can move your forehead side to side here. Start to tune into the breath. Taking inhales in through the nose, filling up all the way. And then big exhales through the mouth, releasing any tension, any stress, just letting yourself get present here. Okay, keep breathing. Inhale in. Exhale out. Outstretch the fingers even more in your child's pose. Round the back a little. Notice the sensation in the underarms and the neck. If you're breathing in through the nose, the next exhale, exhale out through the nose. Find your rhythmic breath here. Just letting your body slow down, letting your thoughts slow down. One more final breath in your child's pose. And then when you're ready, inhale or rise up to all fours. Right away, lower the thighs on the floor, find your seal pose, keep the knees bent, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the hips back again for your child's pose. Inhale, bring the chest through, maybe bend your elbows on the way there for seal pose, lift, then straighten the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows back to child's pose. So play with that motion with the elbows, bend. Bring yourself forward, like you're trying to bring your chest really low towards the mat every time you come forward. Find a continuous rhythm with your breath here. Inhale, lower the forearms as low as you can, and then lift up. Exhale, back to child's pose. And then on the next inhale, rise up to tabletop, parallel your shins, straighten the mouth. Inhale, lift the chest for cow. Then exhale, round your back for cat. Get your chin involved. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the tail. On the exhales, round and curl. Really kind of roll yourself into a tiny little ball. Yeah, good, Josh. Feel free to sway side to side here. Hey, Lori. Look over towards the right shoulder, look over towards the left shoulder. In any pose that you want here. So intention here is just to kind of relax the neck, especially after a long week. Fridays are always a good reset. On the next inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Do anything that feels good here. Pedal out the knees. See if you can really notice the sensation down the back of the legs here. Down dog is always different every single day. Play with rising up to the tippy toes and then grounding the heels. You can even move your heels side to side as you feel a lower half twist here. Try to keep the arms straight, whatever you're doing. And then building some strength into our pose, lower the knees. Inhale, shift forward. Lift the toes, parallel the shins from the floor, and then exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. Lengthen the spine, knees on the ground. If you want to do this with your toes on the ground, that's great. Bend, Chaturanga. Good, inhale, press up. 2 more, exhale, bend, chin off the chest. Inhale, press up. 1 last time, exhale. Inhale, press up, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, and then take the smallest steps forward towards the top of your mat. Once you arrive, inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold forward. Stay here. Let yourself enjoy just the feeling of being upside down. Roll the wrists. You might want to step on the hands here. Shake your head yes, shake it no. Just working out anything going on with the lower back, anything going on in the rib cage area, your thoracic spine, your mid back. Good. On an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. On an exhale, frog pose right away. Take the heels in, toes out, sit low, arms up. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold, bring the feet about hips width apart. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Really lengthen the spine, hug the shoulders back, straighten the arms. Exhale, frog, sit the hips, toes out, arms up. Last one, exhale, plant the hands, parallel your feet. This time, take a hold of the back of your ankles and then fold in half here. So find a lift in the quads, a shift into the toes. Yeah, very good. And then take the hands to your hips, slowly rise up all the way to standing. Take the arms up. And then hands to your heart space. Once your hands are at your heart, start to roll the neck, the shoulders. Find full, complete circles around. And go the other way, please. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Interlace the hands, take a side bend to the right. Increase the base of your body, so spread your toes. That's it, inhale up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Keep the arms straight. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back bend. Curve over, open up the chest, open up the arms. Good, and then inhale, breath, rise up. On the exhale, find a spinal twist to the right arm back, left arm forward. And then if you can, prevent the right hip from turning, so place your left hand to your right hip, pull forward while you stretch your right hand and right arm back. Yeah, very good. Look past your right shoulder towards your right thumb. Use your left hand to pull the right hip forward. Good, inhale the right hand up. Keep your left hand there for now. Then bend your right elbow, take a hold of your right elbow with your left hand now, and take a side bend. Just working on these areas. If you're sitting at a desk, your elbows are by your sides mostly. So really give yourself a nice kind of expansion here in the right side body. Inhale up and switch. Left hand back, right hand forward. See the natural tension in the hips, press the left hip forward, and then right hand towards, captures that left hip, bring it forward. Use that as leverage to press your left hand further back a little more. So if you're doing this well, you can feel the obliques engage. You can feel the stretch through the back side of the shoulder blade, the front side of the shoulder. Open up the palms. Good, keep going. Breathe, stand tall, a little taller. Good, inhale, left arm up. Turn the entire body forward, and then bend your left elbow. Take your left hand onto the nape of the neck. Use your right hand, capture the left elbow, and take a side bend. Keep the ribs hugged in here. Entire spine is long, even the right side. Okay. Inhale, rise up, both hands. This time, both elbows bend. Stay there. Exhale, forward fold. This one's a little more challenging, but just stick with it. Your hands are at prayer at the back of your head. Lean forward so that your heels are slightly off the ground. Maybe you can play with that balance a little. Lower the heels and then just deepen into the stretch. If it feels good to sway side to side, go right ahead. So today's going to be all about stretching, lengthening, and strengthening. From here, let your hands go. Slide them towards the back of your mat and then inhale, halfway lift with your hands behind you. Bend your knees here so that you can really pull up from the rib cage. That's right, straight line from the sacrum to the back of the head. One more breath. Exhale, plank pose. Plant the hands, step back. Feel the same length here as you did in halfway lift. Find the area where your pelvis is neutral and then start to engage your core even more. Lowering the hips, lowering the glutes. Yes, straightening the arms. Plug into the knuckles of your entire hand, especially the pointer knuckle. Chin off the chest. Stay with us. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Last one. Yogi's choice on the knees or toes, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Use your arm strength. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up. Inhale, right away, right leg up. Send it high. Point your right toes down. And then try not to turn your chest right or left. Keep it pointed down. Keep breathing. Lift the right leg a little higher. Exhale, step it all the way through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, wherever you are. And then from here, bend your elbows. Take a hold of your hands, high five them at the base of your neck here, and then find your crescent lunge. Yeah, and then as you're in this pose, try not to let your ribs poke out while you bend the right knee. So you're, with the arms this way, it's very easy to want to arch the back. Hug it in. Yeah, try that. Let's actually do that. Inhale, arch the back. Take the fingers further back in space, like you're trying to reach for the doorknob behind you. And then exhale, core in. Yes, Josh, good. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale in. Stay low, get a little lower in the right knee. Then arms up. Notice how engaged your arms are here. Stay with it. Inhale. Exhale, right hand back, left arm forward. Mirroring the same thing we did, take your left hand on the right hip and then use that to stretch and really reach for the back wall behind you. Good, keep going, keep breathing. From here, inhale the right hand up, turn your entire body forward. Take your left hand to your sacrum and then exhale, fold forward into your pyramid pose. Left heel down. And keep your left hand there as you maybe walk your left foot closer so you can balance. Once you feel good in your pyramid pose, use your right thumb, pull your right hip back, straighten the right leg as much as you can. Good, good, good. And then either interlace the hands behind you, or if you are ready for it, it's kind of early, but take your reverse prayer. All right, so just listen to your body. Maybe it's interlaced hands. Very good. Lower the hands, bend the right knee, standing splits. Slide your right heel in a little bit and send the left leg high. Good. Good, no worries with the right leg. You can keep it a little bent. Very nice. One last breath, lift a little higher. Inhale up to chair pose. Feet down, arms up. Right away, open twist to the right. This time we're in chair. And take your left hand towards your right hip again and use that same leverage. Get low with your glute. Now you can stay here, maybe free up both arms, stretch, both arms extend, or if you're feeling up for it, crow, side crow. Lower the hands, parallel or fingertips kind of at the edge of your mat there, and then start to lean as you balance. Whoa, I'm looking at the screen, so good. Nice, so it's the twist to the right or you're in side crow, wherever you are. Hold steady. Good. Inhale, lift up to the center, right knee up. Exhale to figure four. Hook your right thigh towards your left, or right ankle towards your left thigh, and get low. Take your time here. Maybe hold on to the ground. If you are feeling very into the arm balances today, you can go into flying squirrel, your choice. Take your time if you're doing it. Really hook your foot to the outside of the arm. Breathe. And then bring yourself back to your figure four. Inhale the right knee high. Then exhale, warrior three. But arms back. Arms back for warrior three. Lower the right hip a bit. Point the left knee forward a bit more. Good. Crescent lunge is your release with the left leg forward. And then exhale, plant the hands, Chaturanga. Feel free to lift your left leg so you're floating. Inhales to up dog. And exhales to down dog. Hold here for 3 to 5 breaths. You can always exhale at the mouth if you want. Lift the hips higher. Strengthen through the arms. One last breath. And let it go. Good. On the inhale, left leg high. Point your left toes. Try not to turn the body at all. So keep everything centered down. Pull up with your right hip. So can you pull it up and back? Straighten the left leg. Use your left hamstring. Yes, a little higher. Point the left toes. One more breath. Exhale, step forward. Maybe one, maybe a few steps. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. And then from there, bend your elbows, both of them. High five at the back of your head. Good. And then feel the relationship between your rib cage and your right hip flexor. So the more you hug in, the deeper the stretch in the front right hip, front right pocket. Spread the left toes here. Try not to clench anything. Good. Even your face. Little smile helps here. And then from here, arch the back. Maybe reach the fingers a little further, little back bend. And then exhale, bring yourself to neutral. So really feel the hug in here, in the center line. Good, don't forget about that left knee. Inhale, open up into a little back bend. Exhale, core. One last. Inhale. Exhale, hug in, and then arms straight. Get lower. We're building every time here. Think of your arms being directly above your hips and directly outside of your ears. Once you feel good, breathe in. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Again, left knee just points forward where it is, and then hold on to the left hip. Use that to, wow, little more space that you can find with that left hand, hopefully. But try not to turn your hip up. You guys see that? See if you can still neutralize the hips while you're twisting. So it's coming from the mid back. Yeah, good, Lori. Lift your backhand just a little bit. Yeah, good. All right, from here, inhale, organize everything back forward. Lift the left hand. Take your right hand to the sacrum, straighten both legs. Then exhale, fold forward, slow or fast, into your pyramid pose. Ground the right heel. Keep your right hand back behind you. And then use your left hand to balance and stabilize you. Remember, you can always widen your stance. And then when you feel good, lift the left hand back. Either interlace or find your reverse prayer. So it could be prayer with your fingers pointing down, or prayer with your fingertips pointing to your shoulder blades. So there's lots you can do here. If you're interlaced, just keep breathing. Very good. Nice, slowly release the hands. Slide your left heel in, and then bend the left knee, rise up, standing splits. Feel every sensation in the legs. Can you lift up your core in towards the spine? Yeah, it doesn't matter how high the leg goes, just focus on the spine and the torso and the hip. Yeah, very good, Josh. Try not to let the right leg hang aimlessly. Really use your core, your right side oblique, to pull it in as you lift up. Yeah, there's that pull in and lift up at the same time. One last breath, you guys, you got it. On the exhale, feet down. On the inhale, chair. Settle into your chair pose. If you need to widen the legs, that's there for you. Feel the muscles activating here, working. And then use your oxygen to keep sending breath through there. Breathe in. This time, exhale, open twist to the left. Right hand towards your left hip. Stretch a little further. And then hands together, either prayer twist or your side crow. For side crow, your hands, your fingers will graze the edge of your mat, so you might need to scoot back. Bend your elbows. You can use your left elbow as a shelf, and then start to play with your legs. So this is Chaturanga, basically on the floor. All right, so keep breathing. Got a couple more breaths there. If you're in the twist, just breathe. Good, take your time. No matter where you are, you're all good. Inhale, rise up to center, lift the left leg up. Exhale to your figure four. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. You're likely getting warm here, so just keep breathing. Hands to heart, hands down to the floor. If you're continuing to build that strength, please try your flying squirrel, flying pigeon on this side. Hook your left foot firmly to the outside of the right arm. Lean forward. Use your glute strength to kick back. If you are slippery with the left foot, you will slide. So just remember that. If you're still here in your figure four, just focus. Arms out to the side can help you balance. And then all together, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, warrior three. Pull it back. Breathe. Stay with it, lower the left hip a bit. And then land your back foot. Crescent lunge, right leg forward. On the exhale, plant the hands and flow through your chaturanga. Downward facing dog, everyone. Good. From here, lower down to the forearms and find your forearm plank. We're building some added strength. Chin off the chest. Doing really good. Hold. We're all here together. You can do it. And then lower the knees. On an inhale, rise up, standing on the knees, arms up overhead. And then exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower the forearms. And then slide the knees upward for your second round of this pose. If it helps you, you can interlace your hands here. Yeah, good. Stay strong. Last one. This is really strengthening your back. Slowly lower the knees. Drag the arms through in. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, back bend. Inhale, lift up. Good. This last one, interlace everyone. Hands, forearms. From here, you got a few different options. Forearm plank, dolphin pose, headstand, or a forearm stand. So, yogi's choice here. Headstands, forearm stands. Take your time. And always remember to breathe in any pose that you're in. That will help you hold it. Yeah, here for about 10 more breaths. So really trying to eventually hold your inversion for that long. All right, so about 3 more breaths left. Beautiful, Josh, good. Sorry if I distracted you. All right, 2 more breaths. One last. And then everyone lay down, have a seat in child's pose. Just rest. Let your arms go by your sides. Plant your hands, inhale, rise up to tabletop. We're gonna keep going. Lift your hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg high. From here, exhale, step all the way through, and inhale to crescent lunge. And then from here, what you'll do is you'll bend the right knee a lot. You'll take the arms back behind you, interlace. Lift your chest. Exhale, modified humble warrior. Left heel is high and fold forward. Bend your right knee a bit more. Good. From here, rise back up to crescent lunge. Keep the bind. On the exhale, warrior 3 with your bind. So take a few steps if you need. Good. When you're ready, take your left hand, hold on to the inside of your left foot, and then rise up to standing in your dancer's pose. So just use that lift from the ground up. You don't need to kick your left foot back, but if you want to, here's your chance. Think of this as like a standing splits, but you're upright. Keep breathing. Good, release your feet. Inhale, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, twist to the right. From here, you could stay twisted to the right, lift up onto the heels, tippy toes rather, and hold. Or go into your side crow as you try to build a bit more strength here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Back in that twist, heels up. Good. Inhale, rise back up, stand up straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. From here, crow pose or frog pose, lots of different options for you. So very kind of strengthening class, playing with different arm balances. If you're in crow, just keep breathing. If you got crow to headstand, crow to handstand, you can play here. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. No worries, no rush. We'll all meet in down dog. Chaturanga on the way. Feel free. Good. Once you're in down dog, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Maybe bend the elbows a little, just feel out that right hip. When you're ready, interlace the hands behind you, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior with the right heel lifted. Bend your left knee more. Yeah, just feel into the shaking. Try to have your left side chest on top of your left thigh. Maybe it doesn't rest on it, it just floats. There you go. Inhale, rise up, keep the bind. When you're ready, find a gaze point. Exhale, warrior 3 with your bind. Use your strength. Lower the right hip. And then let go of your bind, take the right foot into your right hand, and then simply rise up to standing, preparing for dancer's pose. Open up through the right shoulder, breathe in. If you want to kick back, find your bow pose, feel free. You got it. Stay strong with the left leg. Slowly release everything. Inhale, chair. Exhale, open twist to the left. Or back here. Good. From here, lift up into the tippy toes. And stay. If you want to stay upright, you don't want to get on the wrists. This is for you. And then if you do want to go arm balance, plant the hands, slide. Maybe you want to try supporting yourself without the back elbow. That's the other version of side crow. Hold for 5, 4, listen to your body. 3, if it's too much, don't do it. 2, and 1. Everyone back up, good, twist, still in the heel up stage. Good, inhale, drop the heels, rise up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, everyone to frog. Once you're in frog, roll the wrists. Breathe. And then find your boat pose. Lower the seat and lift your shins. If you've been taking my class, we haven't been done boat in a while because we've been doing a lot of press handstand prep, which is basically the same, but we're on our feet. If you can, straighten the legs. Yeah, good. Keep pulling everything in. Make sure there's no pinching in the low back. You might need to lower the legs if there is. Breathe. Very nice. And then slowly rest your feet on the floor. Take your arms, try to reach the top of your mat and stretch the inner thighs and the low back. Feet on the floor, knees out. Just like a frog almost. Very nice. Inhale, elevate the chest. Send the legs forward. We're going to play with something quite fun and challenging. Arms forward, legs forward. From here, interlace the hands in front and widen the legs to a V. Yep, we're all here. And switch, feet together, arms wide. Yes, you're still here, you got it. Feet together, hands together, legs out. Whew, good. And again, feet and arms. 2 more. Hands, feet out. And bring it in, arms out. 1 last. Hands and feet. Good, and let it go. Feet on the floor, knees out, and look again for the top of your mat. Hopefully this feels good in the inner thighs, low back. Look side to side. If you enjoyed what we just did and that felt like good core work for you, rise back up to it, do it again, or go here with me into Firefly Pose. So again, you're in boat or you're here, plant your hands behind your feet, bend your elbows, make sure your wrists are safe, bend and sit on your triceps, and then eventually legs will float. The important thing is Chaturanga arms here. If you're in boat, keep going, switching legs, switching arms. If it's nice, Josh, I think what you'll need are blocks, or lean forward more with the chest. Nice, Lori, I see you. Keep going. But secret to Firefly is it helps to lean a little forward and then bend the elbows. Then from there, you'll let your seat take the gravity, and then as you go, you'll pull up. All right, so if you're still in boat, I admire you. You're killing it. Everyone meet there. And then everyone please lower to half boat where we'll hold. Separate your feet. You got this. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, feet down. So here we did that stretch, remember? Forward, but now we're gonna stand up. And then exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale the right foot up into your tree pose. Also, I really commend all of you for being able to follow along. I know it's the virtual class, but you're doing so great. Arms up in your tree. You can stay, or if you want to explore, the right hand will look for your right foot. Right leg forward, left arm up. Nice, Josh. All right, if you want to explore more, left hand to the right foot and right hand out. We've been doing this all class. The only difference is your right leg is extended. Oh, don't fall. If you do, it's okay. All right, release from here, from your tree, everyone, is warrior 3. Feeling that almost 360 movement in the right hip there. And then stand up. Exhale, back bend. You guys are doing so good. Hands together. Take a moment to catch your breath. When you're ready, left foot into tree. And just remember, the more you practice, the more smooth the motions will be. Use your right thigh pressing into the foot so that you can balance strong. The tree is there for you if you wish to extend the leg. Take a hold of your left foot, big toe, maybe your left knee. I forgot to mention the knee earlier. Hug your lowest part of your navel in, and then if you want to twist, right hand looks for the left foot, left knee. And start to lower the left hip. Yes, very good. Breathe. Try to bring your left side shoulder above your left hip so it's a little lean forward. Yes, very, very good. Wow, nice. Then try not to let everything go. Warrior 3, very graceful. Reach. Inhale, feet together, arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then from here, plant the hands onto the floor. You have a few different options. You can widen your feet as wide as your mat and take a side bend, a stretch, look underneath your arm, or handstand. So use this time to stretch or practicing your variation of your handstand. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrists, and then use your strength to press up. Just gonna check our time. Perfect, we got lots of time. Great. So you stretch what you need. Maybe you're in frog. Maybe you're playing with the press handstand we've been working on. It's gonna be this whole year, and by the end of it, we'll be very surprised. Nice, Josh. Good. All right, one more breath. And then exhale, either crow to Chaturanga or head straight to down dog, or somewhere in between. We're gonna get into some feel-good poses. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step through. Open up gracefully, warrior two now. Again, thank you for sticking through, listening very carefully. Arms out to a T. Warrior two always feels like a reward towards the end. Get low, arms out. It's one of those poses in yoga, it's very familiar, so you feel like, oh yeah, I got this. Get low, breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Binds are welcome. Extend the arms if you want. Make sure your breathing is fluid. Inhale, reverse triangle, lift up. We will go to triangle here. In this triangle pose, focus on feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. Lengthen both sides of your spine, especially the right side. When you're ready, inhale, bend the right knee slightly, reverse. And you have an option, second extended side angle of class or into your birds of paradise. So find your bind first. Slowly step your left foot in. And then find your grip. Slowly lift up with the right knee. When you're up and your shoulder feels safe, then you can straighten the leg. So always keeping track of your joints here. Nice. All right, bring it back down slowly. Reverse triangle. On an inhale, on an exhale, half moon pose. Last one on this side. Elevate, maybe no hands, or maybe right hand on the floor. Perhaps gaze up. Gaze up will be the hardest. Nice. Yeah, good. Ooh, solid. All right, slowly release. Good work. Inhale, reverse, warrior or triangle. And then exhale, take the hands to the hips and fold forward for a sec. Now you can get into Skandhasanas, bending one knee, bending the other knee. If you want to twist in the spine there. If you like the shoulder opening, hands behind you, maybe a straddle handstand if you want, or a headstand. take the hands to your hips, rise up. Warrior 2 to the front, right knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale your way to down dog. If you still have extra energy, you can try to flow through a handstand. Finishing up here, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through. And inhale, warrior 2. Left heel in line with the right arch. And spread the collarbone. Lengthen the side waist. Relax the shoulders, but keep the arms strong. Look forward, and then unclench everything. Toes, jaw, teeth. Breathe. Feel yourself arriving. Inhale, reverse. Reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. You can take your bind here. Just breathe into every single pose, even though you know where we're going. And then slowly reverse triangle, let it go. And everyone into a triangle pose, tilt, shift. And a little press forward in the pelvis while you lengthen the left underarm more towards the shin. So you're kind of stretching the spine here. Yeah, good. Right rib cage hugs in as well. All right, inhale, reverse. You got a second extended side angle or birds of paradise. Find your bind slowly. When you have it, walk your right foot in. Slide your left toes in. Pick up your leg or your knee. It's like tree pose. And then again, this is the same motion as the Firefly Pose and boat pose in the thighs. So that core is what straightens the leg rather. All right, let it go. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, half moon. Find some space for you. You're on the floor with your hand or you're floating. If you're floating, try not to let the knee turn in. Yeah, good. You can look up. That's the hardest gaze. Doesn't always have to be the hardest though. If you want more relaxing gaze, just look down. Good. Slowly let go of the right leg. Inhale, lift up, reverse. And then take your hands to your hips as you fold forward to the center. Another option here is take prone frog, where your knees are on the ground and your chest is over the right side of your mat. So or left side, wherever you are. So take what works for you. A few breaths. Hands to hips. Good work, rise up. Warrior 2, left side. If you want to stay somewhere, go ahead, inhale, reverse. And then exhale, take it home. We'll meet in down dog. Yeah, perfect timing, everyone. Downward facing. And then we'll go into our pigeon. Lift the right leg. Exhale, step forward. Lower your shin. Find your number 7 shape with the right leg. Slide your left knee back. And hopefully in the next 8 minutes of class, just let yourself relax. Take what you want here. You can rest your forehead down onto the thumbs maybe, or take an upward variation. Either way, just breathe. Inhale, guide the hands next to your mat. Tuck the left toes. Send the left leg high. From here, flip your dog into wild thing. Turn the toes back. Lift your hips up. Optional side plank if you are missing it since we didn't do it earlier. And then exhale, back to down dog. Take it down. Inhale the left leg. And exhale. Guide your shin down to the mat for your pigeon pose. Doesn't have to be a harsh angle there. Just do what feels good. And the more you send your right knee back, the deeper you'll get into the pose. Stay upright, lifted, or down onto the mat, on the forearms. Ground the hands to the mat. Tuck the right toes. On an inhale, send the left leg up. From there, you'll flip your dog. And if you want, into your side plank. And eventually, back down. Lower the knees. Good job. Lower the chest. Back to where we started. And then take hold of the feet behind you. Last pose. Inhale, lift up into your floor bow. Good, so keep breathing through that. And then slowly relax everything. Windshield wiper your shins side to side. And then from there, you can either start rolling onto your back for bridge. If you want to work on scorpion pose, that is there for you. I'm not going to cue you through it, but if you just want to practice, you can. If you're laying down already, find your bridge. If wheel pose is calling your name, go ahead into wheel. Otherwise, bridge pose, just relax. Wheel poses slowly come down and everyone slowly return to the mat. From there, take the legs up above and just bicycle the legs one way and the other slowly. And we'll find a happy baby here. And from here, wrap your right knee above your left knee, like eagle, and then take your knees to the left as you gaze to the right. If you want, that left hand can go to the right hip like we've been doing. Same thing, you can get deeper into the twist, but try not to pressure anything in the low back, just relax. And then guide everything back in. Left knee over the right thigh, like eagle legs, and then take the knees to the right as you gaze to the left. Right hand can go over the hip. guide everything in. If there's any final poses calling your name, go right ahead, otherwise Shavasana. Let the legs relax. Tuck the shoulders deep underneath you. Then exhale out all your air. Feel so relaxed, so rested. Let go of the tension in the hands, fingers, and find your relaxation all the way down to the toes. And then place one hand to your heart, one hand to your navel. And just feel content and at peace right here. When you feel ready, you can start to arise. You bend your knees, sway side to side with your knees. And then have a seat one way. Once you're seated, just roll the shoulders up and back. Roll the neck. Align your spine. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Look up. And we bow forward, sealing in our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you all. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed that class. Lots of twisting. Hope you feel good. 1 o'clock on the dot. And have a lovely weekend. Be safe and see you guys next time. Drink some water and have a great lunch. Take care. Thank you again for being here. Thanks, Susie. Oh, good, Josh. I'm glad you liked it. Hey, Morgan. Thank you, Sheila. Bye, guys. Okay, all done, boo-boo.